all the little cracks out. And rolling them back. I was gonna say you can park much closer if you want.
I was
Perfect,
thinking that.
right
I was
behind
like
you.
right behind you. And then
All right, arms straight out. Squeezing them in,
it was a workout.
back and forth, crossing opposite sides.
It's not as heavy as it is.
But it is like a warm-up to walk them from your car. And going up and down. Awesome. Bringing in that lower body here. Bringing elbow. This is an elbow. Elbow to knee. Rotating that spine through the upper body. Awesome. All right, getting into your basic squat position. Doing some just basic squats here. So sitting back into that squat, squeezing on the way up. Keep going with these squats. You're going to add a front lunge. So front lunge here, back to your squat. Front lunge to the other side. Awesome. Shake those legs out a little bit. Awesome. Getting down to your mats, you're going to start doing some of these walkouts. So standing nice and tall, walking yourself out to that tall plank position. And then walking yourself back up, all the way up.
No, I just didn't want. I was over the crack where there's like little gritty stuff. Yes. You'll find that on there.
Last one here, and stopping at your tall plank position. Holding that tall plank. You're going to rotate yourself up, reaching to the sky with that left arm, and bringing yourself down. Other side. Feel lots of rotation through the shoulders, waking up the spine a little bit. Awesome. And walk yourself back up, and you can stand right up. Awesome. Start just with a light jog here. Moving into either a step jack or a jumping jack in 3, 2, 1, go. And back to that jog. All right, going into a squat jump, and you're going to do the tapping the ground in between with your opposite hand. So it looks like squatting down, tap, up, tap the other side. If you don't want to do the jump, you can just do them standing. All right, whenever you're ready. Three, 2, 1, back to that jog. All right, down to your mats, you're going to give me 10 push-ups. Go at your own pace, from your knees to your toes, whatever you want. Awesome. Grab some water there if you want. All right. So we're going to move into our sets. We're going to be doing 30-second sets today. A little longer. So we're doing 30 seconds of an exercise, 5 seconds break, 30 of another. We'll go back and forth. So your first set, you're going to need one dumbbell. So just grabbing a single dumbbell, and it's going to be a reverse lunge with a pass under. So you're starting with that dumbbell in your right hand, and you're stepping your right leg back. All right, so you're passing towards the center. So you're stepping back into that lunge, pass under that knee, stand yourself up. Other leg, back, pass under, and up. All right, so you're doing a bit of a hold here that works those shoulders. Passing it under. All right, feels a little bit basketball-ish. Holding out at the sides. Making sure you're stepping forward and putting all of that weight on that front leg to lift yourself back up. Second motion is going to be a squat. You can grab your second dumbbell. So your dumbbells are going to be at your side for the first rep. So you're squatting down, bring them up, squatting down here. So they're going up and down, just shifting the weight slightly. All right? Just your basic squats. Again, dropping your hips back into that squat, keeping your chest up. All right? So single dumbbell with those pass unders, into the squats, back and forth. Do 30 seconds on. We're going to do it with one of each, little break, and then one of each. There we go. And go. And rest. All right, grab that second dumbbell. And squat. Keep going, almost there. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, get 20 seconds here, grab some water, shake the legs out, get everything moving. All right, here we go with those lunge pass unders, and go. Always push a little bit more coordination, a little more balance. Trust me, I don't have it either. It's always a work in progress. Rest. Grab that second dumbbell, going into the squats. And go. Keeping that chest up. Five, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Awesome. Grab some water there. We're going to switch it up a little bit. Move into a little more upper body now. All right, so your first motion is going to be a mixture of a deadlift and an upright row. So again, another combination exercise. So having both of these dumbbells, you want your hips to hinge back for your deadlift. A lot of people just hinge from here. Throw those hips back. So hinge from the hips, squeeze on the way up, keeping your spine nice and neutral. So again, from the side, all the way down to here, and up. And at the top of the motion, you're gonna pull all the way up into your upright row. So nice fluid motion, down, right up to that upright row. So just having those dumbbells travel right along the front of your body, the whole way up and down, all right? So that's your first exercise. Your second one is gonna be a curl and a front raise. So you're doing your basic curl, Elbows are pinned to your side. Curl all the way up, down, flip those dumbbells over, do a front raise. All right? This is a comfort thing. If you'd rather have them facing each other, you can also do this here. Do whatever's comfortable in your shoulders. All right, so curl into a front raise, curl into a front raise. All right, so back and forth. So deadlift into that upright row, into those curls. Same thing, 30 seconds each. Here we go. All right, ready for those deadlifts? 3, 2, 1, and go. Pushing those hips back into that deadlift. Squeeze the glutes on the way up. Deadlifts, you should kind of feel it through the glutes, through the hamstrings, and into the lower back. And pause. All right, going into those curls and the front raise. Go. Keep a good control on these so you don't end up using momentum. A lot of things for arms, we end up swinging them and using our momentum. Takes out the muscle. Three, 2, 1, rest. All right, 20 seconds here. We're going to do it again. All right, starting with those deadlifts, with that upright row, making sure you're keeping your shoulders pinned down. So you're pulling up from here, your shoulders don't end up around your ears. All right, and go. Awesome. Keeping those shoulders pinned down so you don't end up putting the traps into it. Three, 2, 1, rest. All right, getting ready for those curls and the front raise. And go. Ten more seconds. And rest. Awesome. All right, shake those out a little bit. We're going to move into some more squats again. So we're going to do squats and some back stuff this time. So we're going to do a basic squat. You can add a dumbbell if you want. If you want to add a dumbbell, you can hold them at the front, hold one at the front, whatever you want to do. Or you can do this body weight. We're going to do 4-second negatives. So the negative is the bottom part as you're sinking into your squat. We're going to slow it right down. So you're going to take 4 full seconds for every rep. So you're doing your basic squat, feet are shoulder width apart, driving your feet into the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. All right, so it's super slow. Starts to engage those muscles to keep yourself steady. So you're going to bring in some balance and some stability there. So your 4-second negatives on that. Again, if you want to add some weight, go for it. Your second motion, it's going to be a wide and a narrow row. All right, so a nice even stance here, keeping your back nice and neutral. Bending yourself over. Narrow row, wide row. Okay, so for that narrow row, squeezing the shoulder blades together, pushing those elbows back that direction. A lot of times for rows, we're over here and we're trying to pull our elbows up to the sky. Try and picture them going behind you. So there's a nice angle straight back. All right, so squeezing back and then bringing them up. Again, keeping those elbows just below where your shoulders are. So your elbows aren't up here. Keeping them back, squeezing the shoulder blades together from here. All right? So going back and forth between a narrow and a wide row. All right? So same thing, starting with those squats, 30 seconds, and we're gonna have no break between. We're just gonna do all the 4 things all together. There we go. All right, starting with those 4-second negative squats. Again, if you wanna add a weight, you can hold one in the front. Here we go, and go. 3, 4, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, up. Squeeze the glutes at the top. 3, 4, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and rest. Awesome. Grab that second dumbbell. Starting with those narrow and wide rows. And go. Keeping your back neutral and you're just squeezing the shoulder blades together. Drive those shoulders back. Bracing your core, keeping yourself steady. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, going back for that squat. Here we go. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 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 and up. 1, 2, 3, and rest. Awesome. Back to those rows. Wide and narrow. Go. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Awesome. Shake everything out there, walk that off. You're gonna move yourself down onto your mats when you're ready. All right, we're gonna bring in a little core this time. So your first motion is gonna be a heel touch. So you're gonna do a half crunch with the upper half of your body. You're down here, bring yourself up to that half crunch position, reaching towards your heels, dropping to each side. So you're just tapping the back of your heel, keeping your core engaged that whole time. So you're bringing yourself up, squeeze those muscles together and hold while you're tapping, all right? So you're gonna keep those core muscles engaged. They're really tight that whole time. You're just using those obliques to just shift yourself side to side. All right, your second motion is where you need your dumbbells. You're gonna go into a glute bridge with a press. So you're doing your glute bridge up, squeeze the glutes, push those hips to the sky. Dumbbells are parallel to your feet, sorry. Bringing them down, pushing them up. So bringing them just shy of the ground, push and squeeze. All right, you don't have to worry about bringing the dumbbells together at the top. You're trying to push the sky away. You don't have to worry about this motion. It's more of a push up. All right, so push those dumbbells up. You're squeezing these muscles right through here, so your chest into the side of your shoulders. All right, so starting with those heel touches, into the chest press. And you're gonna hold that glute bridge the entire time you do that chest press. All right, same thing, 30 seconds of each. Here we go, starting with those heel touches, and go. Brace that core, try and squeeze those muscles. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, grab your dumbbells. Getting ready for that glute bridge. And up, go. Really focus on squeezing the muscles in your chest to push those weights up to the sky. Feels too easy, just slow it down. Squeeze the glutes, keep yourself steady. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, drop those weights, going into those heel touches again, and go. breathing through this. Three, two, one, rest. Awesome. Grab those dumbbells, up into that hip thrust, and go. Again, if it starts to feel too easy, do like 2 or 3 second negatives on those. Same as we did those squats. Slowing it down, squeeze on the way up. Three, two, one, and rest. Awesome. All right, stand yourselves back up when you're ready. All right, we got one more set and then we'll change things up a little bit. We're going to do a press and a drop back. So you're doing a front press, these dumbbells. So you can do this with 2 dumbbells in the front, holding them right in front of you so they kind of parallel. You do a press, drop them back. All right, bring them down. So your press motion is bringing in front of your shoulders. You go straight up and you're just dropping from the elbow. Just hinging from the elbow, push up towards the sky, drop them down. If you want to use just 1 dumbbell, it's also a great move. Going from the front, push up, drop from the elbows, and down. All right, so on that drop part, when you're pulling this back up, try and picture squeezing the muscles in the back of your arms. You're trying to bring those triceps in. So you're squeezing the back of your arms. It's a little tricky to get that muscle to engage, but having that press motion starts to kind of bring that in. All right, so that's your first motion. Your second one is going to be a clean and press. So bringing in a little bit of legs. So you're needing 1 dumbbell. So you're going to have that on the ground, bringing it up into an upright row, rotate, push to the sky. Down, rotate it down, drop it. Other side. So a little faster, looks like this. All right, squatting down into that motion, pushing to the sky. All right, so just starting with those press, into the drop back, into those clean and press. There we go, starting with that press. 3, 2, 1, go. Keep nice and slow control on this. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, dropping that 1 dumbbell right between your feet, squatting down, and go. Make sure you're squatting down to pick it up. Squatting all the way down. Awesome. Five, 4, 3, 2, and rest. All right, getting in ready for that front. Go, press and drop backs. Go. You start to feel yourself bending your lower back, trying to bow it, drop a foot back. Three, 2, 1, rest. All right, ready for those drops? 3, 2, 1, and go. Step a little wider with your squat if you need to. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Awesome. All right, grab a little water. We're going to move into some circuits now, so a little bit higher intensity. All right. So we're gonna do full minute exercises. So you're gonna have a full minute to get this done. You're gonna do 10 reps of an exercise, and then the rest of that minute to do the other exercise. All right, so your first example is gonna be burpees. We're gonna start off really good. So you're gonna do 10 burpees, and as soon as you're done those 10 burpees, you're gonna move into a plank. All right? So 10 full burpees, get into a plank, and you're gonna hold that plank until the timer dings. All right? So however long those burpees take, the rest of that time is what you need to hold that plank. All right? So your basic burpees, again, if you don't want the jump, you can just do them standing, hop them back, stand. If you want it, you can add a jump there. All right? And then basic plank from your elbows, hold everything steady, tilt that pelvis in, kind of tuck your tailbone in. All right? Here we go. So starting with 10 burpees, and go. As soon as you're done those 10, get into your plank and hold.
My mat feels damp.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's a little misty these days. Keep going. Got 15 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. Grab some water, stand yourselves back up. All right, ready to do that one again? I like your enthusiasm. All right, so same thing, 10 burpees, hold that plank. All right, my timer's being silly. We're doing a different one. Here we go. All right, 10 burpees. Finish off with that plank. In 3, 2, 1, go. Tuck that tailbone in. Keep breathing. 15 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. You can stand yourselves up. We're gonna move on to a different one. So this one is gonna be mountain climbers. Same thing. You have a full minute. You're gonna do 10 mountain climbers. One full rep, both legs, all right? So your mountain climbers are here. 1, 2, 3, you kind of get the point. So 1 rep is both legs. So doing 10 mountain climbers, and then you're gonna hop up, you're gonna sprint. Sprint the last of that minute out. If you wanna do high knees, if you wanna do butt kicks, as long as your feet are moving, do whatever you wanna do, and really try and push yourself to make the most of that last minute. All right.
How many mountain climbers is 10?
Yeah. So 10 per side, I guess, technically. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Thirty more seconds. Try to push your pace a little bit here. Almost there. 15 seconds. And I feel like I can smell someone's breath. That smells good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Awesome. Grab some water. Keep kind of walking that out a little bit. This next time through, you're going to do 20 mountain climbers. So double it up. All right, we ready? Here we go. So 20 mountain climbers into that sprint. In 3, 2, 1, and go. More seconds. Feels easy, bring those knees up. Keep going, 15 more seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Grab some water if you need to. Walk it out a little bit. All right. This one we're going to bring in a little bit more core. So your first move is going to be on the ground. You're going to be doing some toe touches. So you're going to be on your backs. Bring your feet straight up into the sky. And you're reaching for the opposite side. Again, try to keep your upper body crunching those ab muscles together. So picture this as a sponge. Squeeze them together and hold. So you're bracing that core the whole time. Reaching to either side of your feet. You do 10 reps per side, and hop yourself up, and go into jumping jacks. You can either do a step jack, back and forth, or you can go straight into jumping jacks. All right? Same thing, 10, and then right into finish. All right, so toe touches here. Actually, we're gonna start with 20. Do 20%, or 20 reps. And then into those jacks. All right, feet in the air and go. Whenever you're done, hop yourself up into those jacks. Ten more seconds. Three, 2, 1, and rest. All right, walk it out a little bit. Wiggle everything out, grab some water. All right, moving into the same thing. 20 reps of those toe touches, and then hop up into your jacks. All right, everybody ready? In 3, 2, 1, and go. 20 more seconds. Almost there. Three, two, one, and rest. All right. Our next one's going to bring in a little bit more core yet. So your first motion is actually going to be a push-up. You're going to be 10 push-ups, either from your knees or from your toes, whatever way feels comfortable for you. So you're going to be 10 push-ups, and then you're going to go right into bicycle crunches. So for these ones, you're on your back, elbows are out. Really accentuate pulling your knees to your elbows. So I actually almost stop between each rep. Instead of just going like crazy, I actually stop between each one. So you're really engaging the core muscles on the way up. So you're really squeezing those muscles together. All right, so you're going to finish the entire rest of the time with the bicycle crunches. All right, 10 push-ups into bike crunches. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Those crunches really pull your belly button into the floor. Fifteen seconds. Three, two, one, rest. All right, grab water if you need to. Get yourself ready for those push-ups again. Home stretch here. All right, we ready for one more round? Here we are. Yeah, exactly. And go. Keep using those core muscles engaged that whole time. Fifteen more seconds. Three, two, one, and rest. All right, while you're here, do a nice big stretch. Arms above your head, stretch everything out for a second here. Nice big deep breath. Awesome. Our last full minute here, we're just gonna do one exercise. So you're just doing basic crunches. Do as much of that minute as you can. Take breaks as you need to, go at your own pace. And you're gonna crank out as many of those crunches as possible in that full minute. Just one time through, so one full minute, all right? So really engage those muscles, pull yourself together into that crunch, not using your neck, using those core muscles, all right? So your feet can be in the air or on the ground, whatever you're comfortable with. Here we go, one full minute. Finish off with these and then we'll move on to some small stuff. And go. Try and exhale on the way up, pulling that core into the ground. Halfway there. Really focus on using those abs, not your neck. Fifteen more seconds. Three, two, one, and rest. Nice work. All right, we're gonna move into some slower paced stuff here. You're gonna stay on your mats, and we're gonna switch over into your plank position. So grab some water if you need to, and then get into that plank motion. We do a full hour, but I'll stop about 10 to and start the stretching, so if you need to get going, totally fine. All right. All right, so your first motion, you're gonna have a plank with the shoulders up. So you can go from your knees if you want, that full plank position, or you can go from your toes. Tapping the shoulder and down. Keep this motion slow. A lot of times we speed this up and our hips start going like this. If your hips are doing the full shake, slow it down. Keep yourself steady. You can even put your feet or your knees a little bit further apart. You're trying to keep your hips square to the ground. So you're keeping yourself steady and tapping. The idea here is that the only part moving should be your arm. Try and keep your body as still as possible, as square to the ground as you can. So brace those core muscles, flex your legs, keep everything steady. So you're just tapping slow, back and forth. All right? We're going to 25 seconds on, 5 seconds break, 25 again. All right? Here we go. Getting ready into that tall plank position. And go. Five more seconds. And rest. 5 seconds rest here. Back up and go. Five, four, three, two, and rest. Awesome. Shake that out a little bit and move onto your backs. All right, so we're gonna do some bird dogs here. Or no, dead bugs. Other way around, sorry. So you're on your backs, arms and legs are straight up in the air, and you're dropping one arm and one leg back. All right? So just keeping everything steady, dropping from here, bracing that core and pulling your core into the ground the whole time. All right? We're gonna do 30 seconds each this time. There we go. And go. Keep it nice and slow and controlled. Three, two, one, and rest. 5 seconds here. And we're gonna do it again. Go. Three, two, one, and rest. Awesome. You can stand yourselves up. Everybody can grab
on my face right now.
I know, eh?
Just laying there,
It's like a full mist in the air. It's almost refreshing, kind of. All right.
And a humid, that kind of way.
Exactly. It's refreshing and not all at the same time. All right, so you're keeping yourself in a nice neutral stance. You grab your dumbbells, one on each side. If you have heavy ones, you can do a heavier one with it. It's a nice slow controlled motion. We're using these obliques, so those side muscles. So keeping yourself nice and tall, slowly drop to the side, squeeze on the way up. Down to the other side, squeeze on the way up. So you're trying to basically just shift from your side. You're not actually lifting the weights with your arms. Let your arms dead hang. So the only thing that should squeeze is the side of your body. Kind of picturing this, again, like a sponge. You're squeezing that sponge together, squeezing on the other side. All right, so you're getting a nice stretch on the outside, but squeezing the inside. Back and forth. All right? Same thing, 30 seconds each. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Try and like push out and brace your core that whole time, so when you're squeezing, those muscles really engage. Three, 2, 1, rest. Roll those shoulders back a little bit. One more round here, and go. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. All right, last thing here, you're gonna go onto your mats. There we go. And we're gonna be on our backs. We're gonna be doing a reverse plank. So you can do this 2 different ways. You can do hands down, just keeping your body nice and straight up into a plank position. You can keep your legs straight, or if you find it a little tricky, you can bring your heels together. So you're in kind of that crab motion. If that gets a little sore on your wrists, you can also do this from your elbows. Same thing. Bring yourself nice and tight, stretch everything, and you start to feel that through the shoulders, but use your core to brace yourself and keep yourself a nice tabletop. All right? So we're just going to do one last blast here. We're going to do 45 seconds. All right. So that reverse plank, 45 seconds, and then we'll move into some stretching. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Again, if you need to, bring your feet a little closer to you, or take breaks if you need to.
It is. I started off in a position like, this isn't easier.
Exactly. 15 more seconds.
No, it hurts even worse.
5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Awesome. You can choose to have your wrists, like your hands facing out, or you can have them facing your toes. Depends on the person. For me, I find my wrists feel it better. So I'm having them facing this way. There's a little less strain, but play around with it anyway. It's a tricky one, so I don't do too many of them anyway. All right, let's move into some stretching here. Get everybody stretched out a little. So you know, on your back, one knee up in the air, twist across. Start to stretch that lower back. And relax, bring that across to the other side, other leg over. See you, Jess. Awesome. Bring yourself up to a seated position. Feet are straight out ahead of you. You're going to step one leg onto the outside. So my right leg is stepping into the outside of my left. You're going to twist towards the right side, pushing that knee a little bit. You'll get a nice stretch through the side of the glutes. release. Other side. Left leg on the outside of the right, twisting towards your left. Awesome. Bring both feet together in front of you. Holding on to those toes. Push those knees down into the ground. Sit up nice and tall. Nice deep breath and lean yourself forward as far as you can go. You feel a nice gentle stretch here. If you have the flexibility, you can walk your hands out a little further. And relax. All right, you're gonna go into your tall point, into that down dog position. You bring yourselves up, your hips are up to the sky. You're just gonna push into the ground, so letting your shoulders sink down. Should feel a nice stretch through the shoulders, the back, even through the back of the legs. Just walk those heels into the ground a couple times. Whenever you're ready, walk yourself up and stand yourselves up. Awesome. Bringing one arm across, pulling it across your body. Get a nice stretch through the side of the shoulder here. That same arm behind your head. And relax. Other arm across. And behind your head. Relax. All right, grabbing those hands together, palms are facing out, interlace the fingers, push those palms away, open up the shoulders. And relax. Same thing behind you, palms are facing you, stretch them out, open up the chest. And relax. All right, let's stretch out those wrists a little bit here. So again, you're going to put your palm out, facing away from you. Grab onto those fingers. Give a little gentle pull. Start to feel that stretch through the forearm. It's a great one to do after doing those tall planks or the reverse plank. And the other side. Awesome. All right, let's drop the neck off to the side. Just letting that gently fall. If you want a little extra pull, pushing on that chest, just kind of push on that bone right across here and try and pull it down away from your neck. So it starts to stretch these muscles through here, which can tend to lead to headaches. Relax that hand and drop, looking towards the ground. And relax. All right, other side, letting that neck gently fall. Pull that shoulder away. Relax that hand, dropping to look down to the floor. Awesome, and relax. Nice big stretch up. Step yourself a little bit wide here. Let everything naturally fall and hang wherever you're most comfortable. Relax your neck, relax your arms. Nice big deep breath and roll yourself up.